solving this type of LPP problem, we have four methods are present. The first is a graphical method, systematic trial and error method, vector method, and simplex method. So the linear programming is a method of solving the type of problem in which two or more candidate or activities are competing to utilize the available limited resources with a objective function of the problem. So the first is a graphical method. So when we have two decision variables in the problem, okay. So in this example, we have two decision variables x1 and x2. In the previous example, also we have a two decision variables x and y. Okay. So if we are having the two decision variables in the graphical method, in which two or more decision variable in the problem. So to deal with more decision variables by graphical method will become complicated. Okay, so in the graphical method we can solve the problem for only two variables. Okay, because we can in a graphical form we can only plot 2 points. Okay, more than two variables we are not used in a graphical method because it becomes very complicated. So because we have to deal with the planes instead of a straight line, we deal with the plane. So here the graphical method is limit ourselves to the two variable problem. Okay. So if you are having this type of problem, okay, we are having the decision variables like x1, x2, and we are having the n number of decision variables. So we are not using the graphical method for these decision variables. So we can solve the graphical method for the two variables only. The next model is a systematic trial and error method. So where we go on giving the various values to a variables, so until we get the optimal solution. So this systematic trial and error method takes too much time and laborious. So this method is not considered in the solution of a LPP problem. Okay. So the next is the vector method. The vector in this method, each decision variables is considered as a vector and principle of a vector algebra is used to get the optimal solution. So this process is a very time consuming process. Okay. The next is the simplex method. So in the simplex method, when the problem is having more than two decision variables, the simplex method is most powerful method to solve the problem. Okay, so in the graphical method, we only deal with the two variables, but we are having the more than two decision variables. So the simplex method is used. So it has a systematic program which can be used to solve the problem. So if you are having the two variables only, so these two variable problems we can solve by using the graphical method also or in a simplex method also. But we are having more than two decision variable. So this type of problem we can solve by using the only simplex method. So next is the solution of linear programming problem. So the solution of LPP problem, there have a cases. There are two cases when we have a purely slack based problem that is less than equal to, and when we have a artificial variables based problem, then equal to or greater than equal to. So for first type of problem, the simple simplex method can be used, and for the second case type of problem, the simplex method with two phase or big M method can be used. Okay, so in the next part we discuss the big M method also. Okay, the graphical method also, simplex method and big M method. Okay. So in a solution of a linear programming problem, we will see how the linear programming problem can be solved by uh, um, can be solved after the formulation of a LPP. Okay, so for solving the formulation of LPP, we require two methods: the graphical method and simplex method. And simplex method is characterized into the two techniques. The first is the big M method and two-phase method. So first we discuss the graphical method to solve the LPP problems. So in the graphical method, if the objective function z is a function of two variables only, if we are having the objective function having the two variables, decision variables only, so this type of problem can be solved by using the graphical method. Or a problem of three variables can be solved by graphical method is complicated. Okay, so we can solve only the two variables by using the graphical method. So in a graphical method, the inequalities, that is structural constraint, are considered to be equation. Okay, so the two structural constraint are considered in the equation. So this is because one cannot draw the graph for a inequality. We are not drawing the graph for one equation only. So only two variables problems are considered because draw the straight line in two-dimensional plane, x-axis and a y-axis. So moreover, as we have a non-negative constraint in the problem also, we have structure constraint also and non-negative constraint also. So the non-negative constraint in the problem, that is all the decision variables must have a positive values always, not in the negative values. So the solution to the problem lies in the first quadrant. All the decision variables or a constraint having the positive value, that is in the form of a first quadrant. So in such case, the line joining the values of the variable must be extended in the first quadrant. Okay, so you know this is a so if you are I am drawing the x and y axis. So this is our first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, and fourth quadrant. Okay, so this is our plus plus means first quadrant. If you are having the first variable is negative and the second variable is a positive, so this is the second quadrant. In the third quadrant, all the values, two variables are having the negative values, minus minus. And for the fourth, the first value is a plus and the second value is a negative. But in a linear programming problem, all the decision variables or all the constraints are in the form of a non-negative values. That is only positive values we are considering here. Okay, so the graph is in the form of a first quadrant. So next is a graphical solution of a LPP problem. The suppose and linear programming problem is given in the formulated form, that is the formulation for linear problem is max or mean z equal to c1x1 c2x2 and so on, and subjected to the a11x1 a12x2 and so on, all having the x size is greater than equal to 0. So here consider all the constraint as a equation, plot all the lines on the graph and indicate point of intersection of every two lines intersecting each other, or the point of intersection of all line with axis has the case may be. So if we are not using the graph accurately to solve the two lines algebraically to know point of intersections. Okay. So before starting the procedure, we discuss plotting of lines, how to plot the line. Suppose a line or inequality is given as follows. X1 plus 4x2 is less than equal to greater than equal to 4. So then first for plotting purpose write it as x1 divided by 4 plus x2 divided by 1 is less than equal to or greater than equal to 1. That is x divided by a plus y divided by b is equal to 1 form. Okay. So now plotting become easier. So this is a graph for this equation. Okay. So next is a if we have the line x1 minus 4x2 less than or greater than equal to 4. So then first for plotting purpose we can write x1 divided by 4 plus we are just dividing these values by 4 so that here we are getting the 1. For the right hand side we are getting the 1 value. So the equation is x1 divided by 4 plus 4 x2 divided by 4, that is we are getting only x2 is less than minus 1 less than equal to 1. So here we are getting x divided by a plus y divided by b equal to 1, but we are having the value is a minus 1. Okay, because this is a minus sign. Okay, so if we are using the minus for throughout the left hand side and right hand side, so all these left hand side values are in the form of positive, and here right hand side get a minus 1 value. Okay, so the graph is this. Okay. Here we are right hand side has only 1, so this is a positive value, but here we are getting the negative part, so this is a graph.